Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. 6 months after the Gautrain link between Johannesburg and Pretoria opened, the rapid rail system has not yet reached the numbers anticipated by government. Irma Venter joins me to discuss the implications. Irma, welcome to Second Take.
Thanks, Mariaan.
What is the Gautrain's current ridership, and has the delay in introducing toll roads affected the Gautrain numbers?
Well, currently you see around 34,000 passengers a day on the train and 12,000 passengers on the bus system. Of course, there's a bus strike on at the moment, so I think that number is 0 at the moment. But hopefully that's resolved soon. I think there's buses running from today on a skeleton staff. But the most important thing to remember is that we wanted 100,000 passengers by this time. This year around January to March, April. But now the problem is, of course, that we're very far short from this number. So where does this shortfall come from? Jack van der Merwe, Gautrain Management Agency CEO, he says the problem was that we had the big stick forcing people to come to the Gautrain was congestion. You know, we had the Ben Schoeman Highway, 3 lanes, people sat there for 2 hours travelling between Johannesburg and Pretoria. Congestion would force people onto the Gautrain. Then Sanral came and said, no, we're going to build brand new highways, but we're going to toll these highways. Then it was thought the tolling would actually push people to the Gautrain. But now we have brand new highways, nearly no congestion and no tolling, because there's a big political fight about the tolling ongoing at the moment. So there's no actual big stick forcing people onto the Gautrain at the moment. So yes, Van der Merwe says definitely that it has created a problem for him in terms of ridership, and of course that creates a problem for us as taxpayers in the end.
What impact does the delay in opening the final leg, that's now to the Park Station in Johannesburg, have on the ridership?
I think that it also created a problem. Van der Merwe says, of course, that 8-kilometre stretch is also a very important part of the Hatfield or the Pretoria to Johannesburg stretch. There's a lot of people going to inner city. You know, there's big offices there, the big banks are the F&B, for example. There's a lot of people travelling from Pretoria to there. So there's a lot of passengers potentially lost by this 8-kilometre stretch still being completed due to water ingress, as you know. So that is a part of the problem, and it's also the most expensive ticket that you lose, because that is the most expensive commuter ticket, is the one from Hatfield to Park Station. Not of course the airport tickets are the most expensive, but the most expensive commuter ticket is the one from Hatfield to Park. So you lose out on that income as well.
What do you think can Gautrain or Bombela, the operator, do to improve these numbers?
There's a lot of people complaining about the frequency of the trains. They say, why do they have to wait so long for the next train to arrive? Can't there be more frequent trains? For example, in the morning, Centurion commuters will tell you they get on the train, but all the Hatfield passengers have taken up all the seats and they can't get seating anymore. So they're very unhappy. So they say, why can't there be a train much sooner? A second train, why can't there be a longer train? An 8-car train, there's only one 8-car train running in the mornings as far as I know. So why can't there be 2 8-car trains? So the feeling is that there's a lot that Bombela can do to actually increase ridership. Of course, you can also get operating hours. I mean, the train arrives at the OR Tambo station long after the first planes have left. So there's a lot of business people can't take the Gautrain to the station. You can also operate later at the evening, catching people going to the theatre, going to restaurants. But of course, this all comes at a cost. Bombela says the operating company. Bombela says this will have to come at a specific charge. They will have to put a bill down on the table and say, Gauteng government, are you prepared to pay this? And at the moment, Gauteng government says there's not enough demand at the moment to do this, and they also costing is a problem at the moment.
What is the cost per year if the Gautrain doesn't reach its targeted numbers?
Well, we're talking about an income threshold that has to be reached every year. Bombela has this demand in terms of income threshold for them to operate as a company. We haven't reached that, so for this year, the taxpayer, you and me, through the Gauteng government will have to pay 280 million rand to Bombela. Of course, this can go on next year if there is no resolution on the tolling, and if the tunnel work is not finished from Park Station. That's supposed to be April. We're holding thumbs for that. So hopefully next year we'll see it go down. But there's a lot of things hanging in the air at the moment, and that needs resolution. So hopefully we'll have to see. But 280 million is quite a steep number.
When do you think can we expect clarity on the toll road situation?
Well, again, it's also up in the air. It's a big political problem. But at the moment, because as you know, COSATU is against it, they're going to hold a big march in March, 7th of March, against the toll roads. But we're hoping that the Minister of Finance, Praveen Gordhan, will on the 22nd of February during his budget speech make some kind of announcement. There's indications that might happen. Then we can have some clarity on whether we're going to pay toll or not. And then we can move ahead. But that doesn't mean the problem's resolved, because you're still going to have COSATU very much set against this. You still have a lot of civil society, business associations very dead set against this toll, against tolling on the Gauteng freeways. So I don't think necessarily an announcement by Praveen Gordhan will be the silver bullet solving this problem. And then also this problem can and will still cascade down to the Gautrain. So no answer there.
Irma, thank you very much. That is the Second Take show for this week. Thank you for watching, and join us again next time for more news analysis.